Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's small bit of entertainment. As you all may know, tonight is bonfire night, which here in the UK, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. You see, bonfire night was supposed to be a holiday of sorts, but that never quite came to pass in any sort of normal regulations or otherwise. So, I thought I'd take some time to explain to people who may not know about this why it all came about. Let's face the facts. On Tuesday, the 5th of November, 1605, a group of 13 individuals decided, in order to, how shall I say, rebel against the ruling regime at the time, which was King James I of England and any number of parliamentary candidates. Rather than talking things through like they should have, they decided to attempt to blow them all to kingdom come. Now, on the specific date that I've just mentioned, the 5th of November 1605, it was supposed to be the state opening of Parliament, where you'd have the king, any number of parliamentary people, and it was a pretty big deal for them. Now, the reason why they wanted to blow these people up was these people were Protestant, and the individuals concerned were all Catholic. There's a very big difference here. Slight religious denomination, whatever you want to call it. Now, the leader of this group was one Sir Robert Catesby. It wasn't Guy Fawkes, it was Sir Robert Catesby. He was the man who organised, planned, and recruited and gained resources for said event, in order to place King James I's daughter on the throne, where they could utilise her as a puppet. Yeah, not the best idea. Now, on the 26th of October, there was a letter sent to one William Parker, the fourth Baron of Monteagle, warning Lord Salisbury, who was the head of the King's, how shall we say, intelligence services at the time. He was warned that a certain number of individuals would attempt to do such a thing. Yeah, somebody ratted them out. Don't know who, but somebody ratted them out, all right. Now, Guy Fawkes, who was supposed to be the trigger man, was discovered with 36 barrels of gunpowder hidden in an undercroft just underneath Parliament itself. 36 barrels. I call that an overkill. But that's what they had at the time. So he was actually arrested and tortured using the various techniques that they had at the time. By the time they were done with him, the poor sap could barely even think straight, let alone write straight. So it sort of begs the question about the legitimacy of his confessions. Before all that, the Sheriff of Worcester, very interesting little fact there, pursued the remaining 12 men to a place called Holbeck House, which is just, I believe it's in Stafford somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, but, I think it's in Staffordshire, somewhere like that. There was was a massive shootout where Sir Robert Catesby, along with, say, about 4 or 5 others, were shot down. The remaining survivors were arrested and taken to trial on the 27th of January of the following year. 8 conspirators were convicted of attempted regicide and, well, basically trying to blow up Parliament. The punishment for that, they were hung, drawn, and quartered. Now, for those at the back that don't know what that means, I'd like you to, if you've ever seen the film Braveheart, and think of what happened to William Wallace in that film. Pretty nasty, pretty painful. I'm not going to go into detail here. Sir Robert Catesby's own body was found, dead, of course, and he was beheaded, and his head was actually impaled on a spike outside Parliament until such time that they decided to take it down. Go figure. Now, for those that may not know anything about the gunpowder plot, or indeed bonfire night, there was a couple of latest renditions. Was V for Vendetta, which I believe actually romanticised Guy Fawkes a little bit. That's my opinion. Or, if you're looking for something a bit more serious, perhaps, you might want to look up the BBC miniseries. It's a 2-parter called Gunpowder, which stars Mr. Kit Harington. Now, that's a slightly more accurate version, in my opinion, of what actually occurred. The motives for this action was the persecution of the Catholics by the Protestants. See, it was a time of turmoil, especially for the 2 religious factions, obviously. So, let this be a cautionary tale of, if you F around, you find out. And boy, did they around. And they found out, much to their cost. Sorry, but there it is. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. Have a nice evening, and please, please, please stay safe out there.